I was trying to set up a film festival at the Tyneside. Trying to create a festival that would be about making film as much as it was about showing film.
This year, instead of just being a very regional festival, it's moved into films from every corner of the globe. So there's a big, huge international outreach now, which is managed to get there.
You know, something I'm excited about and just really curious myself to learn much more about. You know, the Northern Stars, which I guess is the Northern Stars Film Academy is the I think it's part of the Tyneside, and they help nurture teenage filmmakers. And so I'm very curious to see about the film projects that have come out of that.
The North East is quite a self-sufficient region in the sense that if it wants to get something done creatively, it tends to just do it and get on with it. And I think Northern Lights is symptomatic of that people have just been like, oh, well, we like film, let's do a festival. And I think that, like I mentioned before, we covered a bit of ground there with the developments in terms of the change of dynamic.
Well, I think that both the Tyneside Cinema benefits the festival and the festival benefits Tyneside Cinema in terms of bringing in new audiences and just giving something different rather than the usual cinema programme. And a festival always has a buzzy atmosphere and there's always something going on and it's all new and there are new films, etc.
The Tyneside's a great venue, the only one of its kind in the North East really. And also Northern Lights is one of a kind as well, it's a huge, huge festival with and like I say, that's only getting bigger and bigger.
This festival has all the elements of being a really great festival in terms of, getting out there in the world with it, in terms of reputation. I mean, for the main thing, of course, I think is the whole concept of focusing on breakthrough talent. It may not be the only thing that we end up, doing with the festival in the future, but it'll be the main focus without question.
The opening event tonight, I'm really excited about, The Portrait of a Nation, which is it's the Northern Stars Young Persons Film Academy, and they've made 3 films, 3 short films, which are going to be shown tonight, and they're all about the North East and based in the North East. And they're going off after the event to take the films to Liverpool, capital of culture, for the closing. They're going to be shown at the closing ceremony.
I think one that I think is quite exciting is the 4-hour film challenge, which is being run by the Suggestibles and Improvised Theatre Group from the North East. And that's, it's something that they've done previously, but it's just great to have that involved in this year's Northern Lights, so people get given 4 hours to make film with hopefully hilarious consequences, because that would gives people the chance to just be practically involved rather than just come and sit and watch a film.
The future of the festival, the journey over the last year since I've kind of been involved in the middle out has been about doing stuff online. I think that now that we have an international selection of films, I think that you obviously can't advance on that. I think that it's just a case of refining that, building up more international profile and using the web presence as effectively as we can.
I think growth, I think more and more and more of, certainly the interest from the supporters of the festival is to see it grow and get bigger.
Future festivals, Brian Gordon, the director, he's here for the next 3 years, including this year. And he's got a lot of experience, and it's my understanding that he's really going to grab hold of the festival. So looking at how the things have worked with the new remit this year, I think a lot's going to be evaluated and developed.
A film festival should be doing as well as nurturing the local film community, the filmmaking community, in whatever way it can. And I think this is one way we can do it. Is obviously giving the filmmakers the opportunity to meet and talk with our guests.
Well, I think it's only going to get bigger and better. I mean, I know now we've got Brian on board. He's got plans to put the festival up there on the map with Edinburgh, London, Leeds film festivals, so it's just onwards and upwards. Part
of the fun of a film festival is bringing people in, whether it's other filmmakers or people from the, in the film industry who've never been to this region before. For many people, the only place they've been to in the UK is London. Maybe they've been to Glasgow or Edinburgh, but maybe not here. So I think that this is a really great opportunity, to really, in terms of the community, to really bring in people who have never been here before, and we show them a good time, and they see some of the city, as well as go to the film festival, and they can talk up the city as well as talk up the festival.